Stream King has returned. They want to hate so bad. I don't know what is happening, but the last stream just glitched out. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Dazn in the mainframe. They hacked into the mainframe. I don't know what that was. Bro, the whole shit just went out. Maybe I should get another computer because the streaming has come a long way. Maybe it's, maybe the streaming software is too powerful. I don't know. But anyway, we're going to get back to it. It don't matter. Once again, it's on. Yeah, anyway, the bottom line, I'm going to jump right into it where I left off. So, when the last stream cut out, this is what I don't understand. That's that shit I don't like. Bro, 15 years ago, Fight Night Round 2 was released on PS2, Xbox, and GameCube. What would it look like now? Dazn is putting, like, these fake video game and then putting the Dazn logo. You see what I'm saying? Like, what is the point of that? Like, I don't understand that from a marketing point of view. What is the point of that? If there's like, so people are like, yeah, that would be dope, and you open the conversation, but then it leads to nothing. You know, and like, bro, this is one thing. This is hopefully can help somebody in life. For me, I look at it like this. Hold on. I don't, as much as I can help it, I don't like doing double work. I like to do things right the first time if I can help it. You know, some things in life is out of your control. But I feel like instead of focusing, like, I can't tell another company what to do. I'm just giving you my opinion on what's not working. So Dazn, you know, they're free to do whatever. They could do all the Patron pizzas and all, you know, whatever deals they want to do. But to me, like, this is ridiculous because, look, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, to make this, and this is one of many things that Dazn does. You have 4 graphics, like, on some what if this video game came back. That's a lot of wasted labor to me. Because you have Mikey Garcia fighting mañana. He's fighting tomorrow, and nobody's talking about it. So it's like sending an editor, a graphic designer, the assignment to promote a game that has nothing to do with you. The first game, Dazn wasn't even around to my knowledge. You know, it's EA Sports. It's in the game. You see what I'm saying? So there might be other politics, different promoters and stuff, why they can't get the licensing on the game. Of course, yes, absolutely, it'd be great to have the game come back. But it's just a lot of wasted energy, like my man Prince Savage said, to make graphics. And this is Dazn's, to me, they're doing more of that than actually making what people want to see. That's not an ecosystem that can last, in my opinion. So, Jorge Masvidal said he wanted to fight Canelo. They get their graphic designer on it. Boom. Make a Canelo face-off, you know, graphic with Jorge Masvidal. But then what? The fight's not happening. We're not hearing anything about Canelo fighting Masvidal. They're talking about Ryota Murata, Billy Joe Saunders, Caleb Smith. So what was that all for? And it's becoming like a clout chasing. Everyone keeps talking about the coronavirus, but another sickness that's running amok in boxing is the clout chasing. It's like, God damn, like everything is a fantasy graphic. What if? Can you imagine this card? What are you really doing for boxing? Fuck all the what if and can you believe and do you believe in love and all these other posts. What are you really doing? And Dazn is like just weird stuff. Like we're running Floyd Mayweather marathon. They probably had to pay him for something or whatever to run his fights. But what is that really doing? Like Them fights has been on YouTube, full fights, since YouTube's been around probably. You know, Daily Motion and shit. What is that really doing to grow your subscriber base? So I think they need to really shift their energy. They have to shift their energy. Because he said it's now the Make-A-Wish Foundation. That's what I'm saying. It's just like, no, why do I want to keep talking about fantasy stuff over and over and over and over again? Like, okay, I'm gonna tell you like this. Simple business. I have Netflix based on what they have. The moment they don't have what I need as a consumer or things that interest me, then there's no need for that subscription. Dazn is charging people in the here and now for future promises that we don't look like we're getting any closer to getting any of it. What's the basis? You see what I'm saying? Like, if Netflix was like, oh, we got this Mark Wahlberg movie we're trying to get done, that's not good enough. In America especially, this is the land of opportunity, home of the brave, all this stuff. So many opportunities here. Americans care about, what have you done for me lately? What can you what can you do? What can you provide? What can you produce? Netflix is not talking about, oh, Narcos Mexico, Mark Wahlberg new movie. You know, we're going to spend $180 million on a Ryan Reynolds 6 Underground film with Michael Bay. They're doing it. Simple as, they are doing it. Kari, what's up? They are like just putting out new content, and there's more and more shows, more and more, even Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime's getting more and more Amazon originals. They're, updating their catalog, seeing what works, removing some of the things that maybe aren't being watched. Dazn just keep talking about like hypotheticals and fantasy fights and what if. So that video game shit. Block Charlie Zealand off. We don't have time for that dumb shit. Smash the like button. Case in point. How many people heard Eddie Hearn talk about move over Wilder? Wilder will take some step aside money, things like that. They said, move over Wilder, let Undisputed happen. Wilder will be willing to take step aside money. So again, Dazn had their opportunity at Wilder and he turned it down, right? So Eddie Hearn has literally nothing to do with Wilder's career in terms of the success or the decision-making process of what he does next. And Eddie Hearn is sitting up here telling you what Wilder would do, not knowing all the details to the contract and what was disclosed behind closed doors. And he's sitting up here telling you what Deontay Wilder would be willing to do. I mean, come on, bro. It just this is like, enough is enough. And like I said, I've always been one to stand up for what I believe in. So I don't care if anybody else in boxing notices these things or has the nuts like me to say it, but I care about this sport, and this sport has saved my life in many a way. And we need clarification. We need clarity on all these issues that I'm talking about. The other dudes could, sell out to the UK, get paid off by Eddie Hearn and all that shit, but we ain't budging. We need to know. We need answers. Like, when are you gonna make this stuff? All this stuff you keep talking about, like, because you're not gonna just be able to pacify it. Imagine if every day on my channel I wasn't creating content. I was coming out with excuses. Man, I woke up, but I had a real bad migraine, so I didn't want to use a video. Then, I didn't feel like making a video because I had a migraine. Oh, Ego had a migraine, right? Then the next week, oh man, I want to do a video, but my voice was all messed up. My throat's real dry, my allergies. And every week, bro, people are going to lose interest. They're going to lose interest. As a content creator, that's my only job. to create content somehow, some way. End of story. That's what it's about. So if I could come up with all the excuses, oh man, y'all got a speeding ticket, oh boo boo boo. But fuck all that. My job is to create content and entertain. So that's what we do. Don't keep talking about all this like, farcical fights and shit like that. It's weird. And then, like I said, to make 4 graphics about a video game that's not even in production or doesn't have any association with you, that's a waste of space. That's a waste of energy. Canelo, Jorge Masvidal graphics, Joshua versus Fury graphics, Dillian White versus Wilder graphics, Charlo Andre graphics, Mikey Garcia, who has a 1-fight deal, versus Pacquiao graphic. We don't even know what Pacquiao is doing right now. We don't know. Even if Eddie wants to make the Pacquiao, we don't even know what happens when Mikey's fight tomorrow. So why would we be looking past that? And they're making graphics about Pacquiao Mikey. He could look trash tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So y'all could live in this kiss ass fantasy world, but I'm not. This don't make sense to me. What are you going to produce? But wait, there's more. Look, bro, this is sad. Bob Arum ends Fury versus Joshua talk as they go straight to Fury Wilder 3. Bro, I am the Muhammad Ali of this boxing talk. I must be the greatest. I shook up the world. Rumble, young man, rumble. Bro, this new media shit is too heavy. It's too heavy. So Bob Arum did a recent interview ending Joshua versus Fury talk. As I predicted, once again, my prediction comes true. Smash the like button. Thank you. Bob Arum, promoter of Tyson Fury, or co-promoter. Quote, "We have a contract and we are not running off to fight someone else. We are not breaking the contract and we are going to honor the contract with Deontay Wilder after he triggers the immediate rematch clause." So once again, the UK British boxing fan likes blue balls. They like blue balls. They just want to hear about it, discuss it, banter, go back and forth, yell at people, argue, laugh at Wilder, and talk about some shit that ain't happening. Bob Arum just said, so Eddie Hearn, all this, Wilder will be willing to be paid step aside money. Wilder shouldn't rematch him. Wilder should move out the way. That's someone who's from the outside looking in, trying to jump in the mix and get in bed with Fury and make the Fury Joshua fight. But there's articles talking about Joshua and Pulev is agreed to for Tottenham and all this stuff. So it's one big clout chase. It's just like, we'll just keep talking about it. Let people, let me put these seeds out there, and we're not going to water them. We're not going to give it sunlight because we know the plant's going to die. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's happening. All these talks that they keep talking about, they're planting seeds, and they know it's not in the right environment to have that flower or that plant grow. So beforehand, before you planted those seeds in that location, that it was not going to grow. That's it. Once again, Bob Arum, quote, "We have a contract and we are not running off to fight someone else. We're not breaking the contract, and we are going to honor the contract to fight Deontay Wilder." End quote. That's from Bob Arum himself. So all this running around, Eddie Hearn talking about Joshua Fury, Joseph Parker, his manager talking about, Wilder should step aside. Fuck all that. Wilder, if you want the rematch, take it. Once again, we bringing boxing back to its rightful place. You know what? Let me go get that drink out of the freezer because I don't want it to explode or freeze. I'll be right back. Man, even when I'm on break, we still getting that guap. Terry Harris, $10 on the Venmo. Yeah, shout out to Terry. Get him, Terry. Watch out, Terry. Terry with the Venmo. He said, I'm a new member and my comments are not working for the chat. Hit me up on Twitter or Instagram, BoxingEgo1. Shout out to you, but hit me up because I have to look at it on a case-by-case basis. So, anyway, that's my whole thing is like it's about action. It's about action. Like when are you going to get the fights that you're almost it's just like false advertising. I don't know what else to say. What you want me to do? I'm sorry. It's like false advertising in a way. You keep listing Charlo and Andre trying to make their names synonymous, but it's not happening. To me, that don't make sense. And then meanwhile, you're doing all these graphics about fight night games. Mikey's fighting tomorrow, and I don't even hear people talking about it. I literally don't hear people even talking about, and this is the funny thing with the races. Mikey Garcia is fighting Jesse Vargas in Texas at the AT&T, oh not the AT&T, it's at the Frisco at the Star, the practice facility. And I ain't heard nothing about ticket sales. I ain't heard nothing about the fight. I ain't really seen no promotion from Dazn or Matchroom, no big promotion at least, right? So my thing is this: let the races tell it. They said that Errol Spence only sold because of Mikey Garcia. They said the attendance was only what it was because of Mikey Garcia. Right? We now know these things. Hold on, y'all. We now know these things to be a total and complete lie. Here's why. If Errol Spence only sold pay-per-view buys based on Mikey Garcia, right? And his viewership was what it was, 300-something thousand pay-per-view buys because of Mikey Garcia, then how come this fight doesn't sound like that as well? Like why it doesn't look like the same level event as Mikey versus Spence. See, this is again what they tried to do to black fighters. They try to act like black fighters, they're like have no people supporting them, like the black dollar don't count, black fans ain't supporting, they're all on welfare, whatever, right? But guess what? Mikey's fighting a fellow Mexican American, and it's in Texas, and it's been ill promoted, and I haven't heard nothing about ticket sales, and it just hasn't been well promoted. The other issue is this. They said Mikey was responsible for Errol's success, right? But he did very similar numbers versus Sean Porter, and basically a sold out Staples crowd. So on a different coast, similar viewership, and a fun fight of the year versus another black fighter in Sean Porter. So he had a Mikey-less fight and still held his own. He still did great numbers. In addition, Errol Spence, I was there. He's from Texas, but I was there when he fought at that same building that Mikey's finna fight at, and he was fighting Ocampo. There were literally 15,000 people. I have it on my phone. I could pull it up. There was 15,000 people. It was lit. It was packed. But they don't want to give Errol Spence or black fighters credit, so they just say stupid shit like, oh, nobody knows Errol. Look. Bro, This is the fight, and it was packed, bro. That's Jerry Jones. I think I have more pictures, but you guys get it. It was packed, and to me, it felt like more of a fight, like more of an event. I guess not more of a fight, but more of an event. You get what I'm saying? It felt like a bigger event. So you can't just give. It was the pairing between Mikey and Errol. That's fine, but the racists and the haters said that Errol was only popping because of Mikey Garcia, which is not the truth. Because, like Errol's, I said, it's not the truth. Errol, the truth spent bars. Let's get it. You are pathetic. You can't even spell pathetic. So who's really pathetic here? Vladimir can't spell pathetic, but I'm pathetic. Okay, block him. Learn how to spell, and I might take you serious. Probably not, but I might. I'll think about it. Once again, it's all personals. They're not saying what I'm saying is wrong. They just saying, oh, you suck, you pathetic. You know what that is. I'm going to say it again because obviously I struck a chord. They said they gave Mikey Garcia all of the credit for Errol Spence, his turnout, him having a turnout. Even though he's the top build, it was called Spence Garcia, not Garcia Spence. But whatever. And even though he's from Texas and that's where the fight happened. But they gave him particularly all the credit, Mikey, and said, oh, Errol don't have fans like that. You know, even actually Terrence Crawford's boy, Bernie, he said it too. He said it too. When Terrence Crawford had Bernie do the, that live stream thing, that's what he said. Bernie said, oh, Errol Spence, we know that them was Mikey fans. Them was Mikey fans. Errol ain't got it like that. He ain't got fans like that. That's what Bernie said. So he agreed with the old media. But I reject that. I don't think that's accurate because, again, if that was so true, Mikey's fighting another Mexican-American person, right? Then why isn't the fight feeling like a big fight? Like, I'm going to ask you all a serious question. All you have to do is be truthful. Who watched the whole weigh-in or the weigh-in for Mikey Garcia versus Jesse Vargas? Yes or no? Did you watch it? Because they've already weighed in. Yeah, we reject that deposit. They've already weighed in. Did you watch the weigh-in? Not on Instagram. Not on Instagram either. Because Instagram, is up to a minute. I'm talking about actually watched it on like Dazn or YouTube. Okay, Jamal said yes. And a bunch of people said no so far. Not IG because that's like a snapshot. I'm talking about like in people's personal Instagram posts. Who knows how many followers they have and all that type of shit. D Munson said I saw the thumbnail and I didn't even bother to click. See, that's what I'm saying. So I feel like DAZN, instead of making fake fight night game graphics and covers, maybe you should work on spending some of that to get some of your graphic people, editors and engineers or whatever, to promote the fight. I have literally I checked the temperature on this Mikey Garcia fight and it's pretty low to me. Like considering and seeing this is the other thing for DAZN from a business model perspective that is going to hurt. They're paying Mikey a lot of money. You got to get a return on your investment. They say he's getting $7 to $10 million, whatever, right? $7 to $10 million, but it's not no big event. I'm going to watch it because I watch everything. I watch, smaller fights. I cover boxing. So I get paid to do this. But what I'm saying is, like, event-wise, it don't feel like no massive fight. It don't feel like I don't have that. Like when Wilder Fury is about to fight 1 or 2, I don't have this sensation with this. It don't even feel like Hearn versus J-Rock. I'm trying to check the pulse of the fight. It don't feel like that. It really don't. I'm just being honest. I'm going to be honest because I know other people ain't. I'll be honest with y'all. So, That's another issue. You're like pay someone $7 million or whatever. Dazn is messing up the market with stuff like that because you paying $7 million, bro. I don't want to have to buy it. Do y'all want me to keep going? If y'all want me to keep going, can I get a hell yeah in the comment section? I'll tell you how Dazn is messing up the market in boxing. If y'all want me to keep going, get them likes up, and can I get a hell yeah in the comment section because the game don't wait. If y'all want it, let's get it. I'm ready to talk. I want to talk. I want to get this cracking. Yeah, Mr. Riviera. Yeah, shout out to you. Smash the like button. Bro, my allergies are killing me. Hold on. This shit is crazy. I gotta get that Billy Joe Saunders nose spray, bro. Oh, man, my allergies is bugging. It's like my nose is hella itchy. All right, look. I'm gonna break this down for y'all. Smash the like button. Okay, I don't know how true this is, but this is according to Mike Coppinger, reporter. He said, look. Oh my gosh, Siri, really? The fuck? This is what he's saying. Sources, Golden Boy Promotions has increased its offer to Billy Joe Saunders to $7.75 million for a Canelo fight. And a deal is nearing completion, but no agreement on money yet. Eddie Hearn says, normally your sources are spot on, not this time, but I'll see you at the weigh-in. So Eddie Hearn is kind of denying that. But I don't know who told him that. I don't know if that was the deal, but let's work with some numbers. Billy Joe Saunders, why would he be offered? This is how they messing up the market, bro. Why would Billy Joe Saunders get offered $7.75 million to fight Canelo, a once beaten guy who's popular, but Mikey Garcia coming off of a loss versus Jesse Vargas? He gets the same amount of money basically. How does that make sense? Same thing with Charlo. They keep saying, oh, I emailed Charlo. I hit him up on Instagram. I poked Charlo on Facebook. We offered him $7 million. How Mikey gets $7 million off a loss where he lost every round? Every single round. But then Billy Joe gets 7 to fight Canelo? You think Charlo's gonna come to your network for 7? I think Dazn clout chasing Mexican fans. They are, and I've told you that. But see, it's no payoff because Mexican fans aren't gonna just not like a match and then come out in droves every single time. It's not like that. This is not the UK. If it's a good fight, it's a good fight. If people want to see the fight, they want to see the fight. You're not going to just be able to milk the Mexican populace just because you're putting in a predominantly Hispanic area or, areas with a lot of Hispanic people. You see what I'm saying? That's not how that works. But either way, it doesn't make sense because, again, I'm not mad. Mikey could get $40 million. I'm not even tripping off that. But what I'm saying is this is messing up the market because the fighters are getting smarter and they are aware of, damn, Kovalev got $12 million. That's what was reported. Jacobs got $12 million. That's what was reported. Billy Joe Saunders looking at like, how the fuck you trying to offer me 7? I'm a champion at 168. I'll be your best fight at 168. Caleb Smith, like, I won the World Boxing Super Series. So now you got a bunch of people. That's why Canelo's fights are all getting harder to negotiate because Dazn came up here with these inflated rates and publicized this shit and told their moles and sources and all types of shit. And now the marketplace is all fucked up over there. And people are asking and requesting like more and more money, which is clearly going to be a problem because guess what? Dazn finna fuck around and be tapped out and bankrupt fucking with these purses for events that don't like Caleb Smith. I don't know how much money he wants. But him getting $7 million, that's a lot of money that you wouldn't be getting non-pay-per-view for no fight like that. You know, people don't even know who he is. So that's what I'm saying. Like DAZN they're messing up the marketplace because they these inflated purses. These inflated purses, you can't keep paying people, overpaying people for their people are starting to now over there on DAZN get paid more than what they could produce. Bro, I know this for a fact because when I was working at Lowe's and when I worked at Lowe's, I had to make the schedule. So you have to leverage payroll. I can't bring, like, if there's, I knew everybody's, like, how much they were making. If there was a associate that was making, like a part-timer, but they were an electrician and they're in the electrical department or something. So since they were expert electrician, they were only part-time because they're full-time electricians, and they were getting $18 an hour or something, like a higher pay, higher pay per hour. I'm not gonna give them as a part-timer. I can't give them as a part-time associate close to 40 hours every single week because that would eat up my payroll. You see what I'm saying? You got to leverage that payroll. So there's a part-timer, and he's like, you don't have the same benefits and shit when you're part-time. So if there's a 19-year-old kid and he was getting, a little bit over minimum wage, and they're doing about the same job, like, just helping customers and shit, then I'm not gonna just, and especially when the part-time electronic person or the electrical person has like this crazy availability because this ain't their full-time gig. I can't just give him all the hours, him or her all the hours, because that's gonna bleed my payroll. I can't leverage my payroll like that because he's making the most as a part-time associate, not even one of our full-timers, and I'm guaranteeing him 40 hours a week. Bro, that'll eat your pay state. Like, so you got to leverage that against the sales you're making. What if it's a slow month? So it's a slow month and we spending more money on payroll. That don't make sense. And that's what's happening with DAZN. You got to leverage that. There's a guy making 12 an hour that's part-time, and there's a guy, because of his electrical background, and he's a full-time electrician, so we hired him for his or her expertise, but they're making 20 an hour. If I had to give someone 40 hours a week from a business decision, it's not going to be the guy who's getting 20 an hour to do, to work 4-hour shifts and shit, 6-hour shit. That's not how it works, bro. And that's the same thing. People on DAZN now are getting paid really more than what they bring to the table. That's never a good thing. You don't want your, like, I'm not even mad, bro. It is what it is. If these fighters get all the money you can from these corporations, whatever. But what I'm saying is, like, Mikey he's not really a showman. Like, he's a great fighter. He's coming off a bad loss, a shutout loss. We don't know how he's going to look. We don't know if this is his best division. And on top of that, aside from just being Mexican-American and having fans that he's had over the years, right? He doesn't really do extra for your promotion. You see what I'm saying? Like, even at least, I'm not even saying I co-signed the influencer boxing, but at least these guys are showmen, so they know how to communicate, just like me. They know how to communicate with their audience. They know how to, like, I know what you guys like, by and large, because I've been doing it. You guys give me feedback, so it works. So at least from an aspect from the influencer boxing, at least they know how to connect with their audience. Mikey Garcia, he's probably just training. Mikey's interviews are real chill. Same thing with Jesse Vargas. So there hasn't really been much tension or calamity, nor does this mean anything for the division in terms of, like, would you favor the winner of this fight to beat Errol Spence or Pacquiao just based on them? Like, let's say Mikey did very good versus Jesse. Does that mean he could beat Pacquiao or Errol in a rematch? And it doesn't really mean nothing, I know the WBC tried to get involved and put up a diamond belt, but, come on, bro. That's just some extra belt just to be a part of this fight. There ain't nobody gonna recognize Errol Spence got the WBC belt. Ain't nobody gonna recognize Mikey or Jesse Vargas, whoever wins this fight, as the true WBC champion when Errol Spence got the fucking belt by beating Sean Porter and dropping him. So so you look at it from all walks of life, it don't really make sense. Getting paid, bro, and see, Mikey's smart, and I'm like I said, I ain't mad. I ain't mad at YouTubers, fighters. Get as much money as you can out these companies while you can. I ain't even mad at the hustle. But what I'm saying is, Mikey, he waited him out. He took hella long, and he he took like a year or two to actually sign. Stayed in touch, and then after he lost, he went with what he felt was the biggest deal to try to get a win back at his pocket. So he played the game. He played the numbers game. Waited him out. Eddie Hearn was desperate. They offered him more money than his fight is demanding, most likely. Here's a fun fact, and I understand over year upon year maybe things change, the market changed a bit. Canelo got $5 million to fight Floyd Mayweather. That was his base pay. Obviously, he made a lot more than that with back-end revenue, sponsorships and, distribution through Mexico, shit like that. So he made a lot of money in the Floyd fight. But his base pay was $5-6 million. So you fast forward to now, that was Canelo when he was undefeated, and he was only getting $5 million, and his perks came from the back end, the commission, the commission of how well this fight did. Mikey Garcia out here getting a flat fee of $7 million off of a loss because Eddie Hearn, once again, don't know American boxing. How many times I got to tell you the same shit? Like, this how you know old media getting dusted in the motherfucking disgusted. He does not know American boxing. He thought Mikey Garcia, he's on ES News and he gets views over there. Comes from a fight family, fought Earl. He thought that people aren't going to consider the matchup and what you're offering. And just because you're in a place with a dense Hispanic population, a lot of Mexican fight fans, and just Texas is a sports, I can't even just say fight, but it's a sports capital. They just love their sports. So he just thought that was the ingredients to make it sell. Just like Eddie Hearn thought, going a couple days before the Super Bowl was going to make some legendary Demetrius Andrade, Jake Paul card. Like, did you ever hear Eddie Hearn talk about everybody's numbers? What happened with that card? That this shit looked like they was in a nightclub. Where are the numbers to that? How many people showed up? What was the live gate and all this for that card that they clout chased, the Super Bowl card? See, Eddie Hearn only talks about what he wants to talk about. He don't mention certain things. I'm telling you, the man does not know American boxing like people think he does. He does not know the landscape. And people giving all this credit for that. It's just what it is. But wait, there's more. Look. They got Cal Yaffe or whatever on this Dazn graphic. And Chocolatito, Roman Gonzalez, they put a Mexican flag behind him. Bruh, do you see what I'm saying to you? Bro, that's Chocolatito, and they put a Mexican flag behind him. Now, the funny thing is, Chocolatito ain't even Mexican. Bro, everything I say comes true. Bro, Chocolatito is not Mexican. I get his name is Gonzalez, but just because you have a Hispanic sounding last name doesn't mean automatically Mexico. You know what I'm saying? That's not what that means. It don't mean because you have a Hispanic sounding name, you can't be from El Salvador or somewhere else outside of Mexico. You see what I'm saying? Bro, he's from Nicaragua. Same place as Ricardo Mayorga. Arguello. But clearly they don't know this because, once again, they don't know shit about American boxing. That's disrespectful, bro. You can't even get his flag right in a graphic. Bro, they put it, they're like, oh, Gonzalez, they all look alike. Bro, you just go put a Mexican flag behind his shit. Okay. Bro, come on, bro. Karate Kid versus Pumpkin Face. I'm done, bro. Bro, that's not. And the thing is, I've done video. I see. I'm too much of a perfectionist. I'm not saying I don't make mistakes, but what I'm saying is this: I've done graphic designs, photoshops, like mixtape type covers, things like that. Video editing. So just endeavors like that, right? Even if I'm sure, but I'm not 100% sure, I'll get on Google. I'll just research it real quick, because there's nothing worse than, making what Matchroom and Dazn did right there by putting the Mexican flag behind Gonzalez and publicly putting it out. Who's overseeing this? Because, like, if you really know boxing, your work should be okayed by somebody. And then the person who knows boxing, even if you did this, it shouldn't have even made it out to the mainstream, because it should be like, quality control type of deal, a QC type of deal, where you did the graphic, whoever, let's say they weren't versed with it, they didn't know where he's from, they just assumed he was Mexican because his name is Gonzalez, which is wrong, but whatever, and they didn't research it. They don't have to pass their work off to someone who's going to approve it, or they do, and then multiple people don't know what the fuck they doing, so they didn't, pick up on it. But then a real boxer head like me, I pick up on it quick, because I'm like, whoa, why you got a Mexican flag? He ain't from Mexico. So it's like, you got to check your work, double check your work, cross your T's, dot your I's. And anytime that I was doing work, especially if paid work, I go that extra mile. Like, let's say, like, for example, Deryevchenko. This is even when I'm doing videos. I don't know how to spell this motherfucking name like that. So if I'm going to put his name, I'll go to Google and see how to spell it. Block Bartek. I don't care what you're talking about. I don't know how to spell Deryevchenko. You know what I'm saying? That's not like a common name in America. So when I put Deryevchenko in my titles, right, I take the extra second to learn how he spells his name. And so it's just, again, accidents happen, but to me, that's pretty sorry. And it just proves what I've said. There should be some kind of quality control. Who even are you? This motherfucker talking like Yoda. Who even are you? You are even. Bro, shut your stupid ass up. Hoagie Macintosh. Motherfucker talking about Yoda. He talking like Yoda. Bro, who even are you? Motherfucker talk like a caveman and shit. Who even are you? Who are you? Motherfucker talking like a caveman and shit. You better check your consonants and put a vowel in that motherfucker and some verbs in this bitch. That motherfucker, who even are you? Who even are you? Shut your primitive ass up. Motherfucker come from 200 BC to hate on the kid because I'm the Don. I'm the kid they all talk about. They come from 200 BC to hate on me. Who even are you? Yeah. Motherfucker live in the mountain like Umbaku. Motherfucker Black Panther and shit. Get Umbaku out of here. Who even are you? Man, shut your barking ass up. Yeah, I run this shit. Motherfucker talk like Yoda, try to disrespect me. Okay. Anyway, who next? Why they put it? Bro, they know what I'm saying is true. The prodigal son has returned. Young Ego Valley. And it's like that. When they hate, donate. I didn't forget, somebody go pay for their sins. When they hate, donate. Donate, hate. Win? Like, what the fuck? Backwards ass pig Latin ass talk, bro. Motherfuckers trying to come to my channel hating, talking Swahili and shit. Pig Latin, man, shut the fuck up. I got this. Anyway, I'm sorry y'all had to witness that. They try to out heckle the heckler. You ain't gonna out heckle the heckler. I hit you with the heckler. Oh my gosh, let's get it. Mike from Boston, $2 super chat. The money is so real. They want to hate so bad. But anyway, hate on this fucking Roman Gonzalez with a Mexican flag that don't have nothing to do with where he from. Hate on that. See, they know what I'm saying is so real. That's why it hurts them so much. Yeah, shout out to Straight Drop. These motherfuckers talking like Caesar. Motherfuckers, they want to sound like Caesar from Planet of the Apes. Go! Remember when bro, I'm the new Caesar. Remember when the monkey had to beg for forgiveness and lend his hand and shit? That's what I want y'all to do. Y'all gotta give your hand to me. Remember the monkeys? And they had to bow down to Caesar. I'm the new Caesar. Y'all gotta bow down with that bullshit. They had to lend their hand out as a gesture to show people. Go! Caesar was all business too. Yeah. Bro, they want to hate so bad. It's okay. Yeah. Get these monkeys out of here. Yeah. I'm the new Caesar. Motherfucker, yeah, motherfucker, yeah, bow yeah, bow down to something that's greater than you, bro. You get these motherfucking monkeys. I'm the new king of the jungle. Y'all gotta see my face when I do it. Yeah, I'm the new Caesar, man. Stop playing with me, dog. They wanna heckle your boy, bro. Get these monkeys out of my jungle. Yeah. Yeah. Them motherfuckers sound like Bismarcky and shit. Like, shut your ass up. Bow down to Caesar. When I extend my hand like that in the motherfucking cowardly monkey. Stop playing with me. I hope nobody came in at that point. Well, let's check out this BOXINGEGO guy. And I'm like, they gonna be on my channel like, what the fuck? Sorry. Yeah, them motherfucking Planet Ape shit. I seen that shit. Oh my gosh. Get out of here with this take my strong hand shit. Y'all really killing me. But anyway, why they put the Mexican flag behind the homie Chocolatito? See, bro, that's a bad look. Bro, Eddie Hearn. This what happened. I told you, Dazn was like trying to be the cool parents. You trying so hard to be down. You don't even know what you down for. Chocolatito's at the way. Viva Mexico! Like, for what? Gaddafi, Yafi, Cal Yacht, he ain't Mexican. Chocolatito ain't Mexican. What you motherfucker talking about? Viva la raza! Bro, what you doing that for? He from Nicaragua. Why'd you do that? See, that's what happens when you try too hard to be down, bro. That motherfucker like, yeah, get him, Miklo. No, Miklo, bro. What you calling him Miklo for and all this dumb shit? He from Nicaragua. Way different plate. You don't even know your region and shit. I told you, Eddie Hearn don't know American boxing. Shout out to Phenomenal Mexican. I'm on a diet for a jiu-jitsu tournament, and I just ate 2 double-doubles with fries. Hey, you tripping, bro. New media eating good. Hey, you tripping, bro. You just gonna binge eat. You got your tournament coming up. You just said, fuck it. He turned to Kane for minutes. I said a double-double with cheese, nigga. That motherfucker did a Kane. He robbed somebody. Look at the motherfucking wheels. He said, I said a double-double with cheese. Shout out to Phenomenal. I hope you enjoyed it, though. Get your ass on the treadmill, though. Because I can't, my boy, he got to be right for a tournament. My boy got to be right. Kamal Oz like this shit, bro. He be like it. The Black Channel. Why did they not? Bro. You make one point about anybody non-black, and then old media just brings up somebody black. Have you noticed this? Like, you be like, man, what's taking Canelo so long to pick it? The Black Channel. What about Will Smith? Will Smith? Why was he in Wild Wild West? Like, what the fuck does Wild Wild West got to do with Canelo got 8 weeks and still ain't announced his opponent? Why do y'all do that, bro? You think blacks are just gonna forget because you try to distract them? Do you think the distracted blacks, like, why do y'all do that in the comment section? You say one thing about anybody non-black and they just throw in a token black guy. You be like, man, Canelo, he got to decide who he's gonna fight because he only got 8 weeks. But what about Ving Rhames? Where has he been? What about when Ving Rhames did that? Like, what the fuck does Ving Rhames got to do with this? Like, that's all I need to know, man. What does Ving Rhames got to do with Canelo? Got 8 goddamn weeks, and we still don't know for a fact who he's fighting. But Ving and Baby Boy, why was he fucking the mom walking through the house? Who knows? Why is it called Baby Boy? Is he a baby or a boy? What? Like, shut the fuck up. Every time. Every time. Every time. You said, man, Golovkin, he injured again. Well, but what about Lil Wayne? Is the block still hot? Like, what the fuck is the block still hot got to do with this shit? Why did Wayne lose the block? Is the block still hot? What happened to Squad Up? Where is Nicki Minaj? Bro, like, what the fuck, bro? They just try to distract you with a bunch of bullshit. What about Lil Wayne? Like, Lil Wayne ain't got nothing to do at a time like this. Like, what is Lil Wayne? Okay, I'm out here. You niggas done started it. You arted it. But let's find a home and you artery. Pardon me. Bro, what the fuck is wobbly wobbly wobbly? Yeah, bro. What does Wayne have to do with this? Weezy have baby. Yeah, I'm single. Nigga had to cancel that bit. Like Nina, I ain't tripping on that. I was it, man. I was over and my homeboys, they got a bad bit for me tonight. Like, what the fuck does Wayne got to do with this dumb shit? Like, what if black people did this? Every time a non-black, like, man, Wilder, he didn't look so good. But what about Selena? Like, what the fuck has Selena got to do with Wilder's performance? What about Beady Beady Bung Bung? Like, what the fuck? Like, this shit is just crazy to me. We talk about Wilder, we could talk about. See, they say black people are so sensitive and this and that. I'll talk about the Wilder. I talked about the Wilder several times. You know? And ain't nobody switching the subject, like, not wanting to talk about it. But Selena Elos Dinos. Beady beady bung bung. I miss Selena. Beady 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 beady. She was killing that. Beady 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 bung. I miss Selena. Like, it's insane. You like, man, Anthony Joshua, he lost to Ruiz. But what about Issei Morales? Like, bro, who is Issei Morales? Like, what the fuck is that gonna do with anything? So back to it, Canelo Alvarez, he got 8 weeks. We still don't know. Ego got me cracking up in an empty ass ramen spot. They think I'm crazy as fuck, bro. It's just it's crazy to me. She said, "Beady, beady, 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 bong." Shout out to Corpus Christi. Beady, 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 bong, bong. Oh yeah. Beady, beady, bong, bong. Beady, beady, bong, 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 cho. Like, what's popping, bro? Man, I got them. I got that beady, beady, bong, bong. So when is Canelo? When is Canelo going to decide who he's fighting? Why is he giving himself, him and his team? Why is it taking so long? This is what I'm saying. Something's amiss. But wait, there's more. Okay, so everybody got mad when I said Canelo, his star power is dwindling, right? Not everybody, but you know, the usual suspects. So I just came across this. Bam. But wait, there's more. So this is a popular ring card girl who was working with Tecate. Everybody's seen her, Yanira, right? Look. It says, the rumors are true, guys. I am always forever grateful for all the years I have spent working with the wonderful Tecate family. But unfortunately, Tecate, quote, the official beer of boxing, has decided to step back from boxing for now. Bro, Tecate said they out. They trying to revamp and change their branding. They said they were pushing like boxing and more of a masculine role, and they said they want to be more modern and keep up with the times. So they're not working with boxing like that right now. Bro, that was one of Canelo's sponsors. Y'all realize that? That was one of bro, the prodigal son has returned. That's all y'all need to know. That's one of Canelo's sponsors. So why would they bail out of boxing? Remember he did that commercial with Sylvester Stallone? Huh, hit me, huh, huh. Remember he did that commercial with Stallone where he had a black eye? What? Tecate sponsors Mexican boxer. This is old, obviously, from 2015, 16, whatever that is. Boxing, Tecate signed Saul Alvarez to an endorsement deal. This was in 2016. Now, all of a sudden, I tell you that Canelo's star power is dwindling down. Yeah, be bolder. That's what bruh. Tecate said that we finna be out. I think we be needing some fresh air. Let's blow this joint. I think we be needing some fresh air. What movie is that from? Y'all don't know these fucking movies I be telling y'all about. This place is through. You ready? Let's get some fresh air. I think we be needing some fresh air. Yeah. Y'all don't know my movies. I told y'all. It's over for y'all. Y'all can't keep up with these movies, with these movie quotables that I be hitting y'all with. I be hitting y'all with I think we be needing some fresh air. Shout out to Boss Red. He got it. Oh my God. Y'all are good. Class at work done Friday. You guessing random black movies. He said fresh. Hell nah, bro. You just guessing random black shit. What about Dolomite? Two Life Crew. Like, you just guessing black shit. What about Chitlins? Hey, you tripping, bro. Motherfucker said fresh. New Jersey Drive. What about that one? Like, ain't no motherfucking New Jersey Drive. Paid in full. You just guessing random black movies and shit. What about The Wiz? What about that one? You just guessing some shit. The 5 Heartbeats. Night like this, I wish Ray Charles. Bro, that's how you know you strung out than a motherfucker. He was tripping. Eddie Kane, bro, he said, "Let me back in the group. I still got it, baby. Night like this, Ray Charles. I still got it, baby." Bro, he was wilding with that. When he opened his shirt, he had that glitter jacket, like the Michael Jackson jackets with all them zippers. Bro, he said, like this. Bro, that sound like you smoking rock, right? As you're saying, like this. Bro, you sound like you lighting up right now. Anyway, why would Tecate just now get out of boxing? See, that's the bottom line. Is it's a business decision to revamp and like change their branding, but to me this means the goddess guidance. Hey, you killing me. Are you really a female? Don't be catfishing people, because I see you have the verified check. You a catfish? Your name Henry? Hey, the goddess. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, why would Tecate step back right now and get out of boxing? So you mean, okay, put it this way. You mean to tell me Canelo's on top of like boxing and his events are still huge, and then this is the time that they just say, you know what, fuck it, we getting up out of here. We gotta promote ourselves a different way. Bro, I think there's a direct correlation there. I think there's a direct correlation. I told you Canelo's events aren't getting as big. So if his events aren't getting as big, then the beer sales are probably down. You're not getting as many shares. So you're like, man, we got to get a new campaign, switch up the slogan because we ain't making our money. Same thing with HBO Boxing. Bro, if okay, so let's say HBO Boxing did Wilder Fury 2. It might have even did more views because they were just known for boxing or whatever. So if they had a string of successful fights, you think HBO Boxing is going to say, you know what? We looked at our vital stats and, you know, we don't need boxing. From a business perspective, why would you not do what's working and financially stable and or winning? You see what I'm saying? So that means, to me, I think there's a direct correlation. Listen, Tecate, they sponsored a PBC fight, I think, for the Mikey Garcia Spence. I think they bid or something for it. So I remember they had Tecate on that PBC fight. But with Canelo, it's different because they were doing all the Golden Boy fights, and Canelo particularly had a sponsorship with them and was in commercials and shit and promoting it. It's like Tecate, the official beer of boxing. You know, they were worked closely together. Blue Blood know his movies. Hey, yo, Demeter, I thought you would have played my frog. Clout at work. Hey, that's on Netflix. I just watched it. That shit. I think we be needing some fresh air. He said, what are you looking at? You know I slap you, boy. But not tonight. Take it easy, kid. That motherfucker start bending the fork. Y'all don't know these movies. Bro, I'm telling you, his events aren't as big. The beer sales down, that it has to be. Because, okay, if Canelo, let's say Canelo fought Floyd. I'm just making, this ain't happening. It's not going to happen. But let's say Canelo, you think Tecate going to be like, oh, you know, we're stepping away from boxing. Or you think Tecate going to want a piece of that action. Ask yourself this true question. If Floyd, rest in peace, Thomas Michael Ford. If Floyd was fighting Canelo, do you think Tecate would bail out and say, "Hey, we not really fucking with boxing. We want to change our image, and we have a different campaign"? Hell no, bro. I'm telling you, it's because Canelo. He was the main person that was, and him and Golden Boy. They were the main ones, like endorsing Tecate, and their events are getting smaller, so the beer sales are probably down. That has to be a direct correlation, bro. The face of beer and what was the face of boxing parting ways. There ain't nobody gonna get out the business. Like, you could be a drug dealer. That's how some of these drug dealers get caught, because the money's too good. So they want to do one last score, and then they end up getting pinched or killed or some shit. You know, just trying to stay in. But that's just simple business. If Canelo's generating all your income, or his events were so big that it was just doing crazy beer sales, why would Tecate say, you know what, we're going away with a brand new campaign? It's just not it's not logical, bro. That's like when I do my impressions, people start sending super chats laughing and shit. Shit, if that's the case, I do. Yeah, what are you doing? Call me when the governor gets there. Bro, if I'm getting $100 super chats and $20 super chat every time I do an impression, shit, I'm gonna keep doing it, right? Yeah, give these people, Quaid, Copenhagen. Bro, you ain't gonna just bail out or some shit. Golden Boy was working with Tecate on a reoccurring basis. Hey, tell him, Tecate, the governor, can't leave him. Bro, what? And now all of a sudden they trying a different motto and all this stuff. I'm a cop, you idiot. Yeah, that kindergarten cop though. Quick sidebar. They had prank calls I used to watch back in the day. It's been years. With like Arnold, and it's like a soundboard, and they would call like a pizza place, and they played the certain clips from Arnold movies, and the people didn't know it was Arnold. I'm like, nah, Arnold's voice is too. I would know that something was up. Someone's like, oh, Pizza Hut, how can I help you? I'm a cop, you idiot. And they're like, excuse me? So would you like carry out or delivery? Delivery. And they were playing every time the person would say something, they would play these soundboard clips. And then he'd be like, okay, so your total is 21. Fuck you, asshole. They'll use like the scene from the Terminator. That shit was hella funny, bro. That shit was so funny. Like, how you not know this is Arnold on the phone? Fuck you, asshole. And they're like, hey, pal, what the fuck? Don't talk to me this way. Shut up. What are you doing? Get to the shot. Bro, how you not know Arnold getting in your ass, bro? I'm sure you can still find them on YouTube, but we used to die watching them. Fuck you, asshole. I seen a couple. They did it with a couple, but Arnold got too many hits, so get your ass to Mars. Arnold probably got the best ones, I think. I seen a couple, though. Yeah, I might watch one of those. I gotta watch them. Those shits was funny. Who is your daddy and what does he do? And they're like, hey, don't worry about my family. People really thought they was talking to somebody. Hilarious. I'm a cop, you idiot. Smash the like button. Anyway, Canelo's events are getting smaller. It is what it is. And I did a video about it. Caleb Smith looks like he's up. And I could picture that because he looked bad in his last fight. And he's the one that he's never been in a fight remotely as big with the name. It's a chance to avenge his brother's loss. So he's probably more willing to budge on his demands. On his money demands. Man, Dazn got to do something, baby. They got to do something. But in case you missed it earlier, I just think that Hold on. Bob Arum, he shut down the notion that they would fight Joshua. Bro, it's just one big clout chase. That's what Dazn keeps doing. It is insane. It is one huge clout chase. Like, listen, we unpack coming to you live. I talked about this on Instagram. Oh, actually, Twitter, excuse me. Smash the like button. Somebody get these likes up. Where we at? Somebody tell me where the likes is. Where the likes at? Somebody do a like check. Refresh your screen and let us know. I'm a cop, you idiot. Hey, Della. I'm going to read my 108. Shit. Y'all better get that up. Or y'all got me for about 10 more minutes. Listen, I'm going to read my tweets because I liked how I worded it when I wrote it. So I don't have to, I don't have to rephrase it. I'm going to read the tweets that I put out. All right. So I said, listen, dog. Hold on. I said, so I keep hearing Eddie Hearn and fans saying Deontay Wilder should step aside and allow Joshua Fury Undisputed to happen. Number one, fuck that. Why didn't AJ step aside and allow Wilder versus Andy Ruiz after Ruiz slaughtered him in June of last year? So you want Wilder to do something that Joshua didn't do. Why didn't Joshua fall the fuck back? Break it down. Change my mind. Before I move on, change my mind. You in the hot seat. Change my mind. New media got all the points. Change my mind. All these Eddie Hearn idiots and Eddie Hearn himself, all these people talk about, oh yeah, Wilder should just do what's right for boxing. Fuck that. Fuck boxing. Fuck boxing fans. What else? You got to come better than that. Because we could have had all the belts on PBC, and Ruiz was the first ever Mexican American to achieve greatness in the heavyweight division, unified titles, and Joshua could have just fell the fuck back. And we could have seen Wilder versus Ruiz. And then we wouldn't have to worry about Wilder losing to Tyson Fury because he would have most likely even fought, Andy Ruiz. But Andy Ruiz was contracted, and I ain't talking about a virus, but he was contracted to rematch Joshua, and Joshua's team triggered the rematch clause. So boxing had to wait for Undisputed. So why is it different now? You talk about why wasn't there a Ruiz versus Wilder, but did America call for it? Is that worth my time? Yes or no? You're not answering my questions. Is that worth my time to break down? That's his only rebuttal. He says you talk about why wasn't there Ruiz Wilder, but did America call for it? Is that a worthy argument to what I'm saying? Listen, the fans, whatever the fans want. If y'all think that's a worthy argument, then I'll battle it. All right, block him. The fans have spoken. Rock. Oh, shit. Yeah, block Andre the Giant. Block him. Gotta go. Now, I'm going to ask again. How come Joshua did not fall back and gather himself and try to prepare for Wilder Ruiz winner, and instead we had to watch some fucking Saudi Arabia fight with a horrible undercard and a horrible fight between Joshua Ruiz too? That is, out of all the fights last year, that definitely wasn't one of the memorable ones. So why should Wilder fall back just off of that alone? Why didn't Joshua fall back and let PBC go for undisputed? Bro, why? So why should Wilder give them the satisfaction? So on top of him wanting revenge, him maybe feeling he could beat Fury, why should he allow that when it's in the cards, in the contract? Anybody? Y'all got 10 seconds because y'all ain't gonna waste my time. My time is money and time is precious. Does anybody want to step up and argue this point? Come on, come with your best. Hit me with your best shot. Boom, doo. This is what happens every time. When it's a static video and I can't directly talk back to everybody, they come up, oh, you fucking idiot, you stupid, chicken bang, and all this. But then I give you opportunities to state your case, gangster. And then they never do. All right, we moving on. AJ he lost bad. People thought it was over. And we had to suffer through Ruiz versus AJ. The very least, I think Wilder Fury 3 is going to be action. It's not going to be two guys running and all this shit like the Joshua Ruiz fight. And Ruiz ate himself out of house and home and all that shit. So that was just a bad fight, a bad combination. Number 2, Wilder has to do what's right for his career. So that's very simple. Eddie Hearn telling him what to do, but Wilder can't be concerned with another person, what another person. He got to do what's right for him internally. So that's just the easy one. And then I said number 3, isn't Anthony Joshua fighting his mandatory Kubrat Pulev? 2 years ago, they were supposed to fight in the first fight, and he pulled out. I keep hearing AJ versus Pulev is negotiated and agreed. So how would AJ fight Fury next? Clout chasing. How? Okay. The reports are saying they have agreed between Pulev and AJ. Right? So how would Fury and AJ happen next? If he's already fighting Pulev. Right? Let me continue. I said especially when the deal was for Wilder Fury to occur by late July. So in the contract, there was options, like a rematch clause option, and it was supposed to be by June. Now the two sides can amicably agree to change that and fight later in the year, in the fall or whatever. But per the contract as it was written, to my understanding, the February fight was to commence, and then they were going to go back at it at the latest of July, late July, being the latest for an immediate rematch, if that was triggered. So, why do we have to skip Wilder if he wants another crack at Fury? Why do we have to skip that? Clout chasing. Now this is, but wait, there's more. Bro, listen to this point. I said people are saying Wilder, quote, gets smoked, quote, has no chance. He has no chance versus Fury in a third fight. So if that's true, what's the rush? Why not keep AJ fighting Pulev? And if Fury beats Wilder again, that only makes Joshua fight bigger. Unless you don't believe what you are saying, that Wilder has no chance. Listen to what I said. I'm demolishing old media. The prodigal son has returned. I am demolishing old media. Look it. They're supposed to contractually, unless they both agree to change it to a later date, they're supposed to get this rematch by the summer. We'll just say summer. Dates don't matter, but it's supposed to be by late July, right? Joshua's already slated to supposed to be in negotiations to fight Pulev. So what is the real rush of Joshua Fury has to be next if you guys are saying Fury is going to demolish Wilder again? You think, bro, this is where the beta males and old media, they don't believe what they say. They say Wilder is rendered obsolete. Wilder is rendered powerless. All he has is a right hand. He's going to get crushed in the third fight. He's going to get knocked out worse in the third fight. If you truly believe that, then we only have to wait till the summertime. Let them finish the saga. And if anything, if Fury goes in there and beats Wilder the same way or better, guess what? The Joshua fight, they could still fight in December. They could fight in December, November, December. And it's even bigger now because Fury beat Joshua. Because despite what Fury fans tell you, the first fight was a draw. So realistically, Fury's one up. It's a draw. That means you half won, half lost. Nobody won. Fury has this second one. So a third fight would either cement Fury as the 2 wins, or it would give Wilder a victory. So that would be 0-1-1. You see what I'm saying? So if the fans believe that Wilder's going to get destroyed worse, the fight would be in a matter of months. So why not just close this out and see? If you don't give Wilder a shot anyway, you know it's going to make money. You know you're going to watch it. So why they talk about Joshua Fury? Once again, Eddie Hearn is clout chasing. Once again, Joshua is clout chasing. Dillian White is clout chasing. And they're just trying to jog up the conversation and use Fury's amazing victory as a catalyst to further what they're doing, even though we know it's not going to happen. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. I said Fury was forgotten about. It took a dance partner, a champion, and a knockout artist, and a personality like Deontay Wilder to help resurrect him in the heavyweight division. Wilder took big risks in fighting Luis Ortiz and Fury twice. He defended 10 times. Why would he not get an opportunity at his old belt if he desires? #stupid. It's stupid, bro. I don't give a fuck what Joseph Parker's manager is talking about, what Eddie Hearns is talking about, what the fucking UK is talking about. I don't care about none of what y'all talking about. Talking about, oh, just do what's right for boxing. Fuck that. Because AJ didn't do what's right for boxing when he got splattered by Andy Ruiz and then just get out the way. Wilder was pressing Anthony Joshua to get undisputed. Joshua and Eddie Hearn wanted no parts of Wilder when he was undefeated, right? And then when you got beaten, then you should have just went back to the drawing board and then just let Ruiz fight Wilder. But they didn't. They got in the way, cock blocked it, made sure that didn't happen, and it was part of the contract. So why would anyone act different? Now it's about, bro, old media is so fucking fake. It is not even ridiculous. I mean, it's not even realistic how fake they are. You know, they're so fake because now they want to act all noble and chivalrous and shit. Oh yeah, it's all about the best versus the best. It's a big fight for UK British boxing. Just do what's right for boxing, bud. Just get out the way, you know, step aside. Just take some step aside money. You're gonna lose again. Fuck that. Because Joshua didn't do that. But now you're saying Wilder's gonna get slaughtered, then just watch him get slaughtered again. Or watch Wilder redeem himself. Those are going to be pretty much the two options. Either he's going to redeem himself. No, just move out the way, Wilder. No. Bro, this is what they do to black fighters oftentimes. You have a non-black fighter who gets the one up on the black fighter, and they just want to end the saga. Like, you just end it. Why? Why we just end it right now? Especially when they have contractual things in place that create a trilogy that we knew about it. Wilder didn't look good. Wilder had a bad night at the office. No denying that. He lost. But why, as a champion, all the risk he took, all the light he brought back to the heavyweight division, you know, him being a good dance partner for Fury, why he don't get a shot at his another opportunity at his ex belt? Why he don't get another opportunity at that? Because you want to just move to undisputed? Bro, fuck that. Because over here, new media, we've been trying to get undisputed for years. This ain't, what did Drake say? I'm not new to this. We were trying to get undisputed when Wilder and Joshua was undefeated. Neither of which is the case now. Now all these people want to act brand new and noble, and, you know, they want to act like good Samaritans and fans and act like they want to do what's so right for, oh yeah, Wilder, just step aside. Nobody wants to see it. I want to see it. So I reject your deposit. I want to see Wilder Fury 3. If Wilder wants that work, then I'm definitely going to watch it. And half of y'all say you ain't going to watch it, but watch it do better numbers. Get out the way, bro. Wilder has earned that. You know, he's earned my respect. I still respect him. I still think he has a shot versus Fury. You can call me crazy or whatever. He's going to have to correct a lot of things. He's going to have to admit, you know, defeat and not be in denial. But it's still a good fight. It's still going to be a big fight. NYC Dave, what's popping? Bro, I know this off topic, but you see AB's new song, music video? Dazn should sign up? Nah, I didn't even know he was dropping nothing. I have to check it out. So anyway, as predicted, as I predicted, they want to just end it, and you know, when a black fighter loses, just end it. Like, all right, what if Floyd Mayweather, I don't even know. I'm trying to think of, let's say the Wilder Fury saga was Floyd versus Maidana or some shit, or Ricky Hatton. If the first fight people thought Ricky Hatton won, and you know, and it was like controversial, and then some people thought Floyd won, blah blah blah, and it was a draw, and then they did a second fight, and Floyd Mayweather stopped him, and there was a rematch clause. Do you really think these old media people would be like, okay, just end it right there, if Ricky Hatton was saying he's pressing the rematch clause? No, they wouldn't. But that, once again, this is what they do to black fighters. They want Tyson Fury to just move on and retire and all stuff like this. Tyson Fury's pop said retire. You know, just leave on a high note. Just leave, you know, or just move on to Joshua. So, no, it don't work like that. We knew this was a potential trilogy, or maybe even at this point now, it might lead to 4 fights like Pacquiao versus Marquez. You know, why? How come people didn't want to stop seeing Marquez get shots with Pacquiao? But then when it's a black fighter and he lose, and, you know, it's a shock to some people, then they want to just end it and have him move on with his career. Bro, it's the same shit. It's the same bigoted racists that are perpetuating a lot of this shit in that old media shit. You know, it's like, how come Salido beat Lomachenko ass? He never rematched him. Katie Taylor lost to Delphine Persoon. She never rematched him. Triple G, he just lost to Derevchenko. Never rematched him. Then Fury does the damn deed and beats Wilder, beats him soundly. Even though there's a trilogy, they're saying, move on. Who cares? Even though they've given us 2 good fights and build-ups and shit, they saying just move on. And Wilder's saying he's pressing the immediate rematch. But they're saying, no, you're already out of chances. Stop it. Clout chasing. Clout chasing. And here's the other thing. Fury's cool. Fury did a lot. You know, he impressed people. Fury's inconsistent. You know what I'm saying? He's inconsistent. A trilogy fight I still want to see. Wilder's complaining about his legs and stuff. So if you don't have no legs, you can't generate power. So it's going to be an ugly night for you. Because Wilder, we knew he wasn't going to outskill Fury, you know, in every department skillfully. So he didn't have legs. He couldn't do nothing. Cool. But that cut still could open up. Bro, Fury going to be in bad shape if he leaking with Wilder. So that's still a possibility in the trilogy. You know, Wilder could catch it with the one shot, just come in mad focus and then catch him. So there's a lot of different ways, plausible ways that this can end. You know what I'm saying? But they just want to move on. Old media like, nah, move to undisputed. Then we should have been did that, and they should have been clamoring for this after Ruiz beat Joshua. We could have watched a black American and a Mexican American fight in America on pay-per-view, which would have been a huge fight, but the rematch clause with Joshua and Joshua's team got in the way of that. That's what happened. So why would you expect it to be different here? boom, like I said earlier, Bob Arum ends Fury versus Joshua talk as they go straight to a Fury versus Wilder 3. Once again, this is people, Eddie Hearn and Dazn, they're gonna have to find a way around this. They keep engaging in conversation. In conversation, they know it's not gonna happen. It's the oldest trick in the book. Let's bring the attention back because Wilder lost. Let's bring it back to Dillian White. Let's bring it back to AJ. Let's even bring it back to Andy Ruiz. And the only reason that Eddie Hearn is bringing up Andy Ruiz is because Joshua's last victory was against Andy Ruiz. So now you hear Eddie Hearn doing a bunch of interviews saying how Andy Ruiz, based on the success of a completely different fighter with completely different attributes, one guy is barely 6 feet and the other guy is 6'9". Now you hear Eddie Hearn in a backwards ass attempt to big up Joshua's win. He's saying Andy Ruiz would beat Wilder. That's not a given because Andy Ruiz, he never fought Wilder before. Tyson Fury, he might have learned stuff from the first fight that he was able to implement. You see what I'm saying? Ruiz would just have to figure out his game plan, and beyond all the game plans and not having to share the ring for 12 rounds with him previously, is Ruiz is just a totally different build and a totally different fighter with shorter arms. So him getting on the inside is not going to be as easy as Feint Master Fury, you know, with his frame and his reach and his ring IQ getting in on the inside. So that's not even a good comparison. But once again, that's Eddie Hearn's backward-ass way of giving Ruiz credit because he wants Dillian White to fight him and he wants to inadvertently, like, you know, give this backhanded compliment to make Joshua look better because that's a mutual opponent. But Ruiz didn't beat Wilder. Nobody beat Wilder but Fury. So anybody bragging about it should be Kronk Jim and Andy Lee and Tyson Fury, his wife, shit like that. Ruiz didn't do this to him. So that all remains to be seen. Ruiz is a totally different fighter. And like, I don't even understand why Eddie Hearn, seeing how Ruiz showed up, I don't even understand how you would even be that confident. Because if Ruiz showed up with Wilder at 283, bro, it's just a different fight. It's just like, it's really wasting my time. It's really wasting my time to even spend too much time. You know, it's just wasting my time. Like, Ruiz can't be on the inside and wrestling and weighing, leaning on Wilder because he's much smaller. So that's not gonna grind Wilder's legs down and shit like a 273-pound bigger man hitting you. It's just a different fight. That's all there is to it. And now, like I said, Bob Arum is saying he's shutting down Wilder Fury talk. He said we have a contract and we're gonna honor it. So once again, Eddie Hearn and Sky Sports, they are ass out because they keep talking about all this shit, coulda, shoulda, woulda shit, but they're not in the conversation. They have nothing to do with what's going on. They have nothing to do with this fight. And you know, like I said, all the people suggesting that Wilder bow down. If Wilder, listen, I support whatever Wilder decides. He had a rough night. So if he wants to take a tune-up, I can support that because I can understand that. You know, maybe that would be good for him. But if he's just such a warrior and wants to go out on the shield like that, and he's like, fuck it, run it back, then it's a high-risk, dangerous fight. But I support that too because boxing has been founded on that. You can't tell a boxer no. You know, I don't want to see no deaths in boxing, all this extra shit, you know. But you can't tell a fighter no. It's just what it is. Arturo Gatti, rest in peace, may he rest in peace. He was getting whooped by Floyd. Buddy McGirt stopped it. He didn't want the fight stopped. He was getting tore up. That was one of Floyd's nasty-ass performances. And he didn't even want the fight stopped. You see what I'm saying? So these guys are warriors. So if Wilder has to get that off his chest, I just hope he prepares right, and he's gonna have to come with a better game plan. End of story. Anyway, that's my time. Wilder Fury 3 is even bigger. People could say you could let Eddie Hearn or whoever lead you astray. But guess what? It's still a big fight. I really believe, mark this video down, Wilder Fury 3, if it happens next, will do better because it's fresh on people's mind. People are talking about it. People are still talking about it. People are talking about the costume. The curiosity is too much for most people. You know, curiosity killed a cat. So people are going to be too curious about the costume. What's his next costume going to be? You know, does the costume look lighter? People are going to be watching it. It's just what it is. Will he get stopped? Will he get stopped earlier? Can he stop Fury? So you guys could listen to this Eddie Hearn shit if you want, but all I know is it's a big fight still. And there's a rematch clause, so despite what Joseph Parker's manager and all these people telling Wilder and saying, hey, I don't want to see the fight, who gives a shit? Because you're not in control. You're not in the driver's seat of that situation. Guess what I don't want to see? Dillian Whyte versus Alexander Povetkin. But guess what? That's what Eddie Hearn's cooking up. Put Dillian Whyte in there with Luis Ortiz. So how many times in boxing do we have to watch a fight that we don't want to see? I don't even want to see Caleb Smith versus Canelo like that. You know what I'm saying? Based on his last performance, that's not my favorite fight. You know, that's not my favorite fight for right now. Why not Charlo or Andrade? So y'all got to shut up and just accept it and just get what it is. Bro, I don't give a fuck with nothing. Listen, block. Y'all not soliciting on my page, bro. All right, put it this way. We'll see. Like I said, like I've been saying, we'll see. When they hate, donate. Shout out to my boy Nelson Santos. Let's see if Wilder listens to Eddie Hearn and takes step aside money. Let's see. Or let's see if Wilder Fury 3 happens and Joshua Pulev and Dillian Whyte Povetkin. Let's see. Period. You guys can say whatever you want. We'll see what happens. Bad press is still press attention and relevancy. Facts. The fact that the costume gate or whatever the fuck people are calling it, suit gate, that just makes the fight bigger. Because it's a talking point and people are going to be curious. They're going to be, oh, fuck, he don't got the suit on. You know? So they're going to be there to laugh if he loses again or to be shocked if he knocks out Fury. You know, curiosity is just too big for people. So, like I said, enjoy that old media. They desperate. They can say whatever they want. Oh, nobody wants to see it and shit. Don't watch it. But what I've noticed, the pattern with old media, the stuff that they say they don't like, don't watch, they talk about more than, like, the stuff. Like, they'll say they hate Andre Ward when he was active, and they love Shabransky. But then they don't ever talk about Shabransky and build him up and make him a relevant thing. But they always talk about Andre Ward. Same thing with Floyd. They say they hate Floyd. He's bad for boxing. But they love Lomachenko. So you should be making more Lomachenko videos and blowing him up because he needs it. Floyd don't need your promotion. He promotes himself well. So once again, old media is full of shit. If you guys see. You know? They're full of shit. They say this stuff. Oh, nobody wants to see that. They said that with Mayweather-Maidana, the rematch. Nobody wants to see it. But I remember watching it and everybody was talking about it on Twitter and shit and saying, oh, you know, Maidana caught Floyd with the good shot. Why are you here then? I thought nobody wants to see it. Why did the rematch sell more than the first fight? Nobody wants to see it. They said nobody wants to see Mayweather, Conor McGregor. It's a circus. But it broke records. Man, it's looking sad for old media. Mike Mizzle. I listen to you all day while driving. Keep up the good work. Salute. Shout out to everybody. Man, y'all been going ham with the super chats, the Cash App, the Venmo. The Patreon's down, but that's my fault because I I haven't put the energy, because what happened is a lot of people moved from Patreon and they wanted to be channel members. So it's like everybody left Patreon. But I got to figure out what I could do for the Patreon, because it's a whole different site. So what happens is people, they seen I was more active on regular YouTube, so they left the Patreon and came over here. So I got to flip. I got to see what I could do for the Patreon specifically. You know, I might even make a separate page, like just make it separate. I don't know. I got to figure out what I want to do. But the Patreon, it needs some love. So I'm going to figure out what I could do. If you guys have suggestions, let me know. Jump on Discord. We're like exchanging a lot of ideas over there. It's lit, bro. It's lit. Nelson says, it's true. More people are talking about the costume and Mark Breland situation than Tyson Fury. And he's the new WBC champion. Crazy. LOL. That's what I'm saying. Tyson Fury's wife made him a WBC cake. I didn't see nobody making videos about that. You know, they like he got a hero's welcome and all this shit. Nobody's talking about that. They still talking about Wilder. They talking about the suit. Roy Jones is talking about his opinion on why Wilder lost. That's what everyone's talking about. So everything I said Wilder's the face of boxing, you know, and he's definitely one of the people that taking the torch and the spotlight away from Canelo. It still remains true. More people are talking. Look about that. Think about this. More people are talking about Wilder, good or bad, but making views and getting views off Wilder than Mikey Garcia fighting tomorrow, and he getting $7 million. He's supposed to be, they said, the comment section, they said Mikey was so big, that's why Errol Spence's fight. Errol Spence fights don't seem dry like Mikey Garcia's fight week. You see what I'm saying? Mikey Garcia, when he fought Sean Porter, I was there. This shit was lit. People, the city was up. Like, people was ready to go see that. Shannon Briggs was, let's go, champ. Champ, don't do that, champ. You got to fight Porter. Yeah, you got to fight Porter. All day, champ. Champ. Bro, it was lit. I don't even hear anyone talk about Mike Garcia. Now back to Canelo. People aren't even infatuated with the Canelo drama and all this shit. I'm doing more videos keeping people updated on Canelo than anybody else. You know, from what I've seen on my homepage and shit, people are still talking about Wilder. Interviewing people asking about Wilder. They're not asking people at the Mayweather boxing gym, hey, what are your thoughts on Canelo versus Caleb Smith? What about Canelo and Billy Joe Saunders? Because guess what? On YouTube, it's all about that almighty dollar. You got to get views. And the thing that's hitting for views right now is Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. Ain't nobody, you seen the Mayweather Gym channel, and they not asking they asking about Wilder. You know, I seen Floyd Sr. say he suck and Tyson Fury, but the bottom line is they're getting views off of talking about that fight. Ain't nobody talking about Canelo negotiation. I'm doing that more than anyone just to keep people locked in on what's going on. But I don't see the Mayweather boxing channel and the other channels asking fighters. They're asking Eddie Hearn about Wilder and Fury and giving his opinions on that. You know what I mean? They're not asking him overly asking him about Canelo. The shit that's getting the most views is Wilder talk. And still, new media. I told y'all. Didn't I just say that? That's what it takes. I'll tell you, take something from me. I'm coming to get it back. Now you beat me. I say, okay, we had a good night. I'm still coming to get it back. Pensacola. Bro, I'm Ego Jones Jr. And it's going to be that way, baby. Holla at the boy, man. We turned. We two turned. Yeah, 50 Cent was posted about it. Bro, I seen on the Shade Room. You know, DJ Vlad, all these motherfuckers is posting about it. There ain't no DJ Vlad and all these motherfuckers are not posting about Canelo and Caleb Smith. That's going to be Dazon's Achilles heel. Once again, I don't care if you fight Billy Joe or Caleb Smith. They're not delivering fights that are branded in America. Billy Joe and Caleb Smith have fought in America like one time apiece. They're not highly branded guys here in the States. So I don't understand what you're expecting from that. Anyway, that's my time. I might do another stream later. I don't know. I gotta see how I feel. But smash the like button. We work.